What is up? Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. I am Calais. If you're new here, hola. Today I am here in Los Angeles. As you can tell from the, well, you can't tell from the beach behind me, but this is actually Manhattan Beach. We're in LA, and it's literally, I believe I left my watch, but I'm using my phone, but I believe it's like 6:15-ish, maybe 6:30 in the morning. I'm on East Coast time, so right now it's actually 9:30 where I sleep, so I am actually wide awake, and I decided to come out here and make a video. I kind of put myself behind with a lot of things because I actually left my journal at home that I write the video in, then I rewrote it again on my iPad, left that in the hotel room. So we're gonna just go from the dome because I didn't want to write it again, and I believe I kind of remember, like, you know, the scheme of things. Hopefully it's not too out of order, but this video, if you clicked on it, I'm going to be talking about why I chose to move across the country alone. If you're interested in that video, definitely continue watching. Alright, so let's get to my reasonings behind things. Let me first say I am from Detroit, Michigan. This man is like screaming, it's weird. But I am from Detroit, Michigan, and I actually really love Michigan because first of all, we have all 4 seasons. It's kind of amazing. I love the snow, I love the cold, I kind of like the rain. It's really pretty, the noise is relaxing. Our summertime, it gets kind of hot, but it's not hot all the time. I can deal with it. And then the fall is just beautiful. The leaves, the trees, everything's turning from green to golden or yellows, and I just think it's really pretty. Also, my family's in Michigan. Literally my whole family's in Michigan. We haven't really moved outside of that state. So everybody that I know and love is pretty much there. As far as me deciding to move, there was a couple of reasons behind that. The first reason, first and foremost, is first of all, I'm a flight attendant, so I am able to actually just move and try something different on the whim. And I really wanted to try living in a different place. Like, I'm 26 and I've been in Michigan my whole life, so I wanted to see what it was like to actually live somewhere else, you know, experience a different kind of, you know, way of living. I don't want to say culture because it's not really a culture, but like definitely a different way of living than in Michigan. We're pretty slow in Detroit, which I don't mind. It's a good place to raise a family. It's really, you know, just lax pretty much compared to a lot of other parts of the country, so I wanted to see that. Second, I honestly feel like personally I have really kind of lost my way in life, and not that I'm like on some terrible path or, you know, anything's wrong with me, but like more so, I really saw a video, I forgot the guy's name, but I'm definitely going to put the video in here somewhere so you can see the part that like really spoke to me.
But it's a lesson that I'm learning deeply for myself right now. For so much of your life, you have tried to edit yourself for the sake of others so that others would feel comfortable around you. And you've done it for so long that you are now no longer comfortable with yourself. Largely because you're not really sure who yourself is, because it's been lost in so many different groups of people. It's been scattered and tossed away by so many groups of people.
But I really felt like I have lost myself. I gave so much of myself away to like friends that I don't really talk to anymore, family that just need me, period, ex-relationships and things like that, where I kind of just lost who I was personally. And it just, I don't know, I think I'm ready to actually invest more in myself and figure out who that person is again. I was talking to my best friend about why I chose to move. She was like, you know, it sounds like I'm running away from my problems, and I don't think that it's more so running away from problems as it is, you know, taking a step back from everything and figuring out who I am myself. So like, it's been a little selfish personally, I think, because I'm choosing myself over everything else. It's not like I don't want to deal with this anymore, let me get away from that. It's more so I want you to be better. I want you to know who you are. So in order to do that, you have to get away from these things, and I felt like the best option for me was to find somewhere else to go. Now, I could just move to a different place in Michigan, a different part of the city, but my choice really was I wanted to experience something different, a new way of life, and it's pretty much the same thing all over Michigan. So there's nothing really different. So now we can get into like my thought of, state of mind when deciding where I was going to actually move, and I'll tell y'all where I'm moving as we get in through all of this stuff. But this is my way of thinking. So my first thing, I'm trying to remember everything, but the first thing that was on my list was I wanted to go somewhere that my company actually has a base, so I don't have to commute to work. Now, with my job, we have 7 bases. We have Detroit, Orlando, Atlantic City, Chicago, Fort Lauderdale, Dallas, and Las Vegas. And, one of those places were pretty much going to be my option of where I wanted to go. My second way of thinking, or the second thing on my list, was I wanted to go somewhere different. My point of moving out of the state was to go somewhere that's not like Detroit. So I kind of pretty much took everything out of the Northeast, which got rid of Atlantic City, New Jersey, and Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. So I didn't want to be in the Northeast of the United States, so I took away those 2 bases. So now Detroit, Chicago, and Atlantic City are out. My next way of thinking was I wanted to be somewhere where I would have a line. If you don't know, for flight attendants, a line holder is something or someone that knows exactly what they're going to work that month, or pick what trips you want to work. So that pretty much took Dallas off of the list for me. Plus, I don't know about Texas. I don't think that there's somewhere that I personally want to stay. So I don't mind that Dallas is taken off the list. That pretty much left Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, and Las Vegas. Now, for a while I thought that Orlando was going to have to be my choice because my seniority in Las Vegas was not high enough for me to hold a line. So it was honestly between Orlando or Fort Lauderdale. Both of them are Florida states, so the temperature or the weather will pretty much be the same. However, Fort Lauderdale definitely costs more for the cost of living as far as gas, apartment prices, and things like that. And I was just not willing to shell out so much money to move into Fort Lauderdale. Plus, it's right there next to Miami, and that's just not something that's a little too fast for me. I don't know if I want to be there. So I'm like, Orlando is the spot. And for like a month, maybe 2 months, I was literally seriously looking into moving into Orlando. But then by the grace of God, Las Vegas opened up. Now, Las Vegas is definitely cheaper than Orlando, and there's not as many kids. Now, not that I don't love kids. I think kids are amazing. But if you're working in Orlando, every flight is going to have at least 10 kids, a bunch of babies, and I don't like dealing with the people that don't like babies. Those people really get to me, because if a baby's crying or they're upset and things like that and they don't want to sleep, they're gonna cry. You're gonna hear the crying. I don't care about that. I hate the people that are like, can you help them? Why they're so loud? Can they move somewhere else? Like, those people take me off, and it really makes me want to go off on them. So not to even put myself in that position, I feel like Las Vegas is the move. And honestly, for the last week, I've been looking into apartments in Las Vegas, and the prices is awesome. And then, like I said, it's not gonna be as many kids. It's mostly gonna be adults going to party or going home from, special vacations and things like that. So I am moving to Las Vegas. I'm so excited. I don't think y'all really know. And at first it took me a while to even figure out, what was going on. As you can hear all the stuff that I had in my mind. But I literally cannot wait. I am gonna be a Vegas girl. My move, I think I'm going to be moving. My original timeline was gonna be by November 1. because I currently live with my brother and I gave him 6 months to find somewhere to go. But he's saying he's trying to get out by August. So if he's gone by August, September, October, I'm out of here. And I literally cannot wait to be a West Coast girl, to experience a different way of life, to be somewhere lively and outdoors. And I don't know. I like being outdoors. I don't think y'all really see, or you don't really see, especially on like YouTube, how much I actually prefer to be outdoors than in the house. But I can't wait. The only thing I'm a little nervous about is I actually do love the green. I love the grass. I love trees. And Las Vegas has very little of that. They have some palm trees, but they don't have much grass. And I'm hoping that if I enjoy hiking and stuff more, then I don't have to, you know, I won't notice that there's no grass there. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna be moving to Las Vegas hopefully by October. I cannot wait. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you stayed this long, give me a green heart in the comment box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.